Hey everybody. Okay, clearing. Today, the first thing that I'm being led to look into is just a card for the Divine Feminines watching. So thank you, Divine Creator. What is it that the Divine Feminines can be aware of in their energy today? Oh, I saw the Divine Feminine card flip. Didn't come out. Let's see what we get. What is it that the feminines need to know about holding a certain resonance today? Universal love and solar plexus chakra. So the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence. So just be a love beam. Keep your frequency high, feminines, and focus on unconditional universal love. This is about experiencing that free flow of energy, the free spiritedness that allows you to be walking in miracles, walking in splendor, walking with your heart wide open, receiving and giving love in your daily activities, where you are, as you are, fully. Open channel, I'm hearing. Number 44, the angels are assisting, and solar plexus chakra. This did come out in the reverse. This is our ego, this is empowerment. So for some feminines, you're coming into it, and for some, you're fully there, being your sunshiny self. Let's see what it says. So this chakra supports our sense of self, our personal power, our willpower, as well as knowing who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Well, your contribution is love. It is no small feat, feminines, to stay in the high vibing frequency of love, unconditional love for all beings. We underestimate how incredibly sacred and elusive that can be, you know? We are bombarded all the time with nudges to be more practical than that, to be of earthly good. But this is cosmic good. This is higher dimensional stuff, and it unfolds through you in every moment in your everyday life. The divine uses ordinary people, and this is that reminder. I'm feeling this is the that age of Aquarius, heart chakra, cosmic supernova of channeled energy coming in, but the the solar plexus, and apparently the sacral chakra too, because I mentioned it, have unlocked for many feminines, or are unlocking, and that is adding to the saying yes to these moments where we can truly allow universal love to come through us and to be received. Okay, so for the masculines, what is it that we can see for the masculines watching and for feminine cross watchers, divine masculines? What is it that the masculines have been feeling spirit guided, divinely guided? There's unconditional love, end of overthinking, to activate in their lives. What is it that the masculines have felt like the divine would have them do as people? Let's have a look at that. What is the cutting edge awareness that the masculines have regarding divine will? What is it that they feel on their hearts the divine is asking them to be aware of, focus on? I just saw the Page and Knight of Wands. One more shuffle. Oh wow, Knight of Wands, passion with Queen of Wands. My Divine Feminine card. Two more shuffles. I love the stories that I see when I shuffle. But let's see, what is it that the divine wants us to know? And it was changing up. One more shuffle, bear with me. Okay. We are getting, Hierophant channeling spiritual essence, 10 of Cups, bliss. The masculines are feeling pulled to channel divine will, just in general, and walk away from all those things that don't serve. The Eight of Cups is something that's been invested in heavily. Let's peek and see what's at the bottom. Oh yeah. Wow, okay, let's get into this. So, the question was, what is it that the masculines are feeling that the divine wants? What's the cutting edge? This is channeling the divine in divine masculine style for complete bliss, emotional fulfillment, legacy, emotional abundance, following their bliss. The masculines know that the divine wants them to follow their bliss. Eight of Cups is almost to the 10, but it is all the things that we need to walk away from in order to access the excellence. What do we need to walk away from? Four of Cups in reverse is about finally accepting that divine cup of love, the universal, the unconditional, the pure love, instead of the, let's say, karmic things we've been hanging on to that just don't quite measure up. They look good, they're the 8 out of 10, not the 10 out of 10, but there's that bittersweet. The Eight of Cups represents the wishful thinking, the reaching, the hopefulness, but without the actual grounded foundation of the divine. This is as good as the earthly, worldly, egoic things can access. The Four of Cups in the reverse, though, shows that the masculines have healed enough to actually go for what the divine has in store for them. That is incredible. So let's see what the biggest deterrent to that has been. What is it that the masculines have been working on with that? Yeah, Five of Cups, really just being able to rewrite the mythology. Five of Cups in the reverse. So it says Lord of Loss and Pleasure. So Five of Cups in the reverse is like a U-turn. It is a desire to really see the love in all things, even the things that we are being asked to walk away from. All these cups today, 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Yeah, the masculines are being asked to focus on those 2 of Cups that illuminate when they walk away from things that are not working, that are failing, that were not built on a strong foundation, that were faulty to begin with, that weren't based in the right energetic intentions when they initiated. So that's been the biggest deterrent. Ego, pride, hanging on for too long and not seeing the bigger picture, not focusing on the love that has been there despite the assessment of it, and also not being free enough to just go forward towards where the love now illuminates. Masculines have love on the mind. And what is love? Okay, let's get into the reading. So, actually, I forgot I was meant to pull a card. So knowing that we've just seen what we've seen, what is the message for the feminines here? Taking risks and protection. Wow, it's your time to soar, I'm hearing, with that hawk above the desert. And protection. Protection came in the reverse. So, feminines, you're being asked to be wise. Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm feeling that take it slow. If things aren't going forward the way that you want them to, it is for your protection, so that you can validate your risks based on exactly the energy we're seeing here for the masculines. Not getting ahead of yourself, not having that wishful thinking, basing things on a solid foundation instead of wishful thinking. Yeah, it's just that simple. Everybody's coming into 0 point. There has to be a knowing that something is justified, or it's not going to be what you hope. Okay, feminines. Desire the real thing, not the thing that you desire at all cost. And masculines, what is it we can see for the masculines that have glimpsed all of these cups? Yeah, relaxation and success. Wow. Masculines, you've been working too hard to escape the inconvenient truth that you need to either walk away from things, or let me go into it, or just facing this very tender pursuit. The 4 and 5 of Cups is not necessarily a feeling good energy. It's very mournful. It is bittersweet. It is tender. It's raw. So masculines, take the time you need to sink into this, to really access the integration of the things your eyes are being open to, the things that haven't been successful. Let that support you instead of make you feel guilt and shame or heaviness. Really unhook. It's time to get some R&R. It's time to focus on success. Don't flog yourself. Don't self... Oh, this is... For those who have seen some of my past readings, I wanted to say, don't withhold the goodness. Don't go into that isolation energy. I'm not brave enough to say the words that I was supposed to use here, but you get the message here. So masculines, it's time to kick your feet up and just let some positive refueling energy come in. You deserve it. You've been doing so much work. You have been in such an energetic processing under the surface, and it really is time to understand how successful you are becoming. You are figuring it out. You are aligning with the right energies, and that is why your reality is changing. It's up to you what you choose to do about that, but you have to be at the highest frequency possible in order to know exactly how to go forward sure-footed. Okay, let's see now. What are the masculines thinking about the connection? Feeling for the connection? Ooh, King of Pentacles, commitment, and psychic, intuitive grounding. Wow, beautiful. What are they wishing for the connection? What actions are being taken at this time? What is the biggest challenge for the masculines? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? Lots of material realm changes I'm seeing here, and perception changes. There's a lot of emotion under the surface, and that is really transforming the masculine's 3D world. Just shuffling the clarifiers. Where is the connection going in the near future? Saw the Chariot, so travel, movement. All right, here we go. So what are the masculines thinking about the connection? Ooh, High Priestess with the 9 of Coins. So first off, this is Divine Feminine, High Priestess energy. Be still and know. But when thinking of their connection with their Divine Feminine, either they are not fully single yet, or the Divine Feminine is not fully single. There is this lack of autonomy or abundance in the twins' own right. So there seems to be still... This can be for those who are in relationships with their twin, masculine and feminine, that you might be in a period of separation and you're still feeling intuitively connected, even though your world is changing up. You might feel very much like you still have codependency playing out that needs to be balanced, that you both need to just let it settle and trust in divine plan and trust that those patterns can be released. For those who this is indicating karmic partners, this can mean that one or both are still in third-party situations, or those haven't been sorted yet. So take it how it resonates. The masculines are really coming into that safe space. We saw the High Priestess as the calm in the middle of the storm, the healing chaos, that 3D emotional turbulence, the winds of change, that the masculines were honing into the feminine energy while the twins' worlds are shifting and changing. So this is still that loyalty too between twins, navigating at a distance. Lots of messages there, but this is that calm, the zen, the bubble that can be accessed. And I'm really being drawn to the crystal ball in this image as well. Future visions and visioning the higher timelines, going to that happy place. So masculines are really popping into the 5D to visit you, feminines, in the passive yin, trusting, knowing energy. Even if there isn't 100% green light yet in the physical. Okay, what are the masculines feeling on the heart space? No way. The 9 of Coins again. This is the same card as we had for the headspace. So this really is a theme right now. So for many masculines, they are really, really understanding that they've got to walk away from third-party situations and karmic partners or their karma. They've got to walk away from anything that doesn't serve emotionally. They have to come into their autonomy. They can't align with the opinions of others. They've got to find their own opinions. They've got to come into their own wholeness in order to contribute to a dynamic that's successful. And so masculines, really tune in to your meditations. This is the Hermit card, but look at in the upright there's levitation, and that is a very high vibing frequency. It's above unconditional love. So if you're feeling stuck in old cycles, in old patterns, this is quite clearly saying, as a side note for you masculines, that you're forgetting unconditional love and above. You're not giving the benefit of the doubt. You're not seeing all involved in the highest. You're not believing in the success of everyone involved in your dynamic. You're not seeing the higher assessment of the personalities and the motives and the potentials for all involved. With karmic partners, that can be family members and friend groups and business associates. It can be, take it how it resonates, your own karmic partners. But you need to come back into knowing that the divine has got this. So feminines, you might be feeling some waves of uncertainty from your masculines or some becoming energies. This can feel like magnetic waves coming towards you as the masculines are coming into this realm of understanding that they are inevitably going to have to individuate from whatever it is that has kept them from being able to meet you autonomously in connection without strings attached to their past. So yeah, masculines definitely. I did hear, or I saw a meme the other day. How did it go? It's about envision the highest potential and solutions will present. So this is the nudge here with this Hermit in the reverse masculine. Spend some time meditating. Go into that relaxation with the intention of success this weekend, whatever you can, and really touch in with your heart and see the best in all involved in your situation, however that resonates, because divine will is what you know you need to be channeling. And that really is walking in mastery. So don't hold back your beauty, masculines. It's your time to shine, I'm hearing. Okay, what are the masculines wishing for the connection? Oh, the 10 of Cups again. I just had this. They are wishing for divine channeling in their lives, but look at that. Again, this is another message of news, celebration. This is Cupid's love arrows. This is energetic connection, telepathic connection. So they are wishing to communicate authenticity to you, feminine. They're wishing to bring you both into the highest frequency connection that they possibly can have with you. They see absolute long-term success as their only standard for their life from here on out, and they wish that with all their heart. They want you to know that that is their goal, that's their whole intention. And I'm hearing, everything I do, I want it to be this successful emotionally from here on out. Oh, that is like, my heart feels like it's overflowing with any misunderstandings that have happened in the past. The masculines are suddenly feeling like that's such a waste of energy, and that joy, that life is too short, that they just want to enjoy, be successful, emotionally successful, not worldly successful, but it goes hand in hand. What actions are the masculines taking? Son of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune, they're believing in it. They are surrendering, they are tapping into the introspection that gently nourishes their heart towards success. And the Wheel of Fortune is divine intervention, so they're praying. Divine masculines are going within and saying to the divine, show me the way. Wow, that is such a confirmation about their desire to hear straight from the divine what to do next. They're wanting divine intervention. They're wanting to see the path forward, no matter what it is, at all costs, is what I'm hearing. They have surrendered, or will be. They are taking actions to do that. So even on the heart space with this Hermit in the reverse, the masculines know that they haven't been cultivating the discipline to go within, to connect with the divine from their side of the energy as much, but this is understanding that it's that simple and pledging to do that more often, to figure it out, to cultivate that meditation within, so that they know what steps to take, so that they can see the signs, they see the markers, they see the choices going forward. That's their full intention, and that's the action. I'm hearing walking meditation. So a lot of masculines are hearing like a bell ringing throughout the day, maybe literally, but figuratively, they are really remembering more and more often throughout the day to focus on the positive, to focus on divine will, to focus on what their emotions are telling them. Well done, masculines. That is really tapping into the intuition, the yin, the presence. Okay, what is the biggest challenge at this time? The Nine of Cups and knowing this wish fulfillment. So yeah, I am feeling with the Nine of Cups, this can represent overindulgence and alcohol. It can also represent like greed. It is the step right before the Ten of Cups. So I am feeling with this King of Swords, which is lying, deluding oneself, not being honest. For some, there could be straight up some addiction issues. So whether that's alcohol or codependency, they're really seeing how frequencies manifest in different ways of coping, and they're really understanding the challenges that that has set in motion, the ripple that that's caused in their lives, but they're also understanding what they really want. Manifestation is such a delicate process, and this is the fine-tuning. So the challenge is splitting hairs, masculines, really seeing what is it that truly serves, what is it that truly supports, what is it that really is the path forward, and being very honest with yourself regarding what is productive and what will hinder. What is the divine guidance? Oh, the Five of Cups for the second time with the Father of Wands in the reverse. Father of Wands in the upright is charismatic, charming. It is very extroverted. It's very on the scene. In the reverse, it's taking a step back, going into the humility, really letting the storylines arise. In the past, masculines, you have been more ego-driven. You have been more pushing your energy into the world. And this really is humility. This is coming into a softness, into a trust, having your eyes open. Here's that Five of Cups. 2 times here. That is the grieving mourning energy. So let go of the things that you got wrong in the past. See the benefit of them. See them, how they've shaped your character into who you are now. And you don't have anything to prove. You don't have to get attention like class clown style. You don't have to be that flamboyant anymore. You can just own it. You can just understand your humanity and love your darn self unconditionally. That is the message here. So no matter what you're seeing right now about where you have gone off the rails, done too much, overcompensated, masculines, you can in these now moments just sink into the humility that says, I'm human. And you know, for divine masculines and divine feminines, we know our eternal manifestation power. We sense our magnitude even when others don't. So masculines, you've come through the delusions of grandeur, the savior, the messiah complexes, and you're actually coming through the portal of understanding that we are all that worthy, and that you are seeing the real results in your life where you don't have to prove it to yourself, and hence you don't have to prove it to those around. And furthermore, you don't have to worry what others will say or judge you for making the choices that you are needing to navigate with walking away from things that no longer serve, that are not in alignment with your 10 of Cups. So I'm feeling for many there is going to be a difference of action that those around these masculines, for you masculines, your friends, your family, karmic partners, employers, co-workers, business partners, parents, children, are all going to be seeing you changing it up and getting more real. So I want to say amen, masculines. That is where it's at, because it's not up to anyone else. You are only accountable for your own happiness. This is the way forward. And where is the connection going? Really? Okay. 7 of Coins in the reverse and 3 of Swords in the reverse. Waiting no longer to end third-party situations. Anything that causes a discrepancy, spreading too thin. Masculines are committing to do what it takes to weigh the pros and cons of all of the things they've been putting in the energy towards, and to really be realistic, to stop deluding themselves about what is actually resulting from certain things that they've said they've been doing with good intentions. This is utmost accountability. So feminines, definitely do this as well if you need to be further accountable for anything that you've been contributing, any places in your own energy that you haven't been in your authenticity or your ultimate truth. This is both twins, without further ado, really making the changes. I'm hearing tough calls, judgment calls, justified action. It's not about our twin or doing something for our twin or for union. True twins show us our potential. They show us our highest timelines. They inspire us to be our best. And what I'm seeing here is that for both twins, they now know what the best is for them. And they now know quite obviously what needs to change. So it's not to get into union with your counterpart. It is truly because those things that your twin mirrors that you need to do differently in your life are best for you anyways. And that is the measure of divine will, is what is best for you is actually the thing that will end up being ultimately best for union with your true twin. So you can't get it wrong when you love yourself enough to do that thing that is the best for you. Okay, let's see, what cards am I being asked to do for finalizing the energy today? Let's do a Starseed card. Oh, actually, I know. I had a different one. I'm going to pull one card from the Earth Warriors Oracle. Ooh! Okay, we get this one. The Way of Divine Feminine Revealed. Number 11. So this is an intentional number. Oh, I saw 2911 right when I said that at the same time. Okay, the butterfly there is transformative. Look at that. The divine feminine yearns to reveal her way and her wisdom to you, that you may live passionately and purposefully. As you trust in her inner guiding voice, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move you from within, that are the seeds of your sacred mission. You shall experience the clarity and soul-deep relief that only truth can bring. You shall experience a knowing of purpose that awakens your ability to live deliberately and experience deep fulfillment. Wow, if that isn't the sum up of this reading for both the masculines and feminines, this is the High Priestess that we saw at the beginning on the conscious mind. That is the divine feminine knowing, the intrinsic motivation that is in alignment with Ten of Cups, with divinely guided insight into the actions and authenticity, removing any of the blinders to self, any of the hollow victories, any of the attempts at bliss, any of the commitments and connections and attempts of the past. Those are falling away, and we've got Ten of Cups twice. Just going to hold that up. This is going for it without diversion any longer. We get what we sow, we reap what we sow, and this really is becoming more and more authentic, and therefore not having anything that is not a fit showing up anymore. So be it. Many blessings, twins. Bye for now.